Believe me, I see Riri, I'ma reach it like
Yes, you know what it is. Rum and Coke Radio each and every Tuesday right here. Myself, the short one. We got Dizzy D.
Hey.
We got Miss Holiday.
Yo.
That was Ray Diamonds in the mix. And we got special guest 94.
Yes, sir.
94's
right
in
here,
the
chilling.
building.
Oh, I forgot to. I was so silly of me. I forgot to wish y'all one of the best fucking days of the year.
What's that?
Opening day of the NBA, brother.
Fire.
Opening day, yo. Rappers getting their rings, all that shit, yo.
And you know we got our boy from Toronto.
Yeah, man. Oh, I'm so happy basketball's back. I can watch
That's
it every
big.
day. Oh my god.
And they're playing against the Pelicans right now.
What's the score? I'm missing this.
New Orleans 101, Toronto 103.
Hey.
Okay, Toronto's got this. Sliver. Defending champions.
So we're here, bro. Right here at Rum and Coke Radio with our boy 94. So you know, it's been a minute we've been trying to get you on here, bro. It's been a good minute.
We had him on the 420
We're
episode.
here.
little one
You
year
were on
ago.
that 420 thing where you were chatting with us
Yes,
during
I
that
was.
420 thing.
Briefly.
That was fun. Yeah, briefly. And now we're finally got
Now
you
we're
in the
here.
building. I party with
Get
you.
closer.
I see you out there. You're always stunting. You always got a huge camp with you.
Yeah, you already know. Shout out to yours truly, the set.
Always.
You know how we move.
You know, can I just say it for you? What you normally ask everyone.
Unless you want. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, do your questions.
So we had the pleasure to meet the one time. I had to ask you. I was kind of like, where did I see your face? Other than as an artist. But for the people who don't know who you are, what you do,
Yeah.
your presence here in Vancouver, let everybody know.
So I go by the name of 94. I'm a recording artist, entertainer. I'm just a creator. I feel like I'm an innovator. I do a lot of different things, to be honest, cause I don't want to box myself in one thing. I don't want to just say I'm a rapper. But if you're interested in finding more about me, you can find me at ESTNINETYFOUR on Instagram, or you could just type 94 out on any music platform and just hear what I have to say and about me. I have a wide catalog out there, so if you go and search me up, you're bound to find me. Just go check it out. It speaks for itself.
Now let's talk about this wide catalog, because I was chilling with my boy and he told me you used to frequent a studio of his back in the day out here.
Who is that? Which
in
one?
the day. My boy Rico, Freelance Flint.
Yes.
He said, yo, man, you're talking about, and he said a different name.
Yeah.
So I gotta ask you. I gotta ask you
man.
some questions. We're going that far back, bro. Talk to me.
As most people don't know, I'm originally from Toronto, or as people do know. But I actually moved out to the west side of Canada about 6-7 years ago now. And when I moved here is when I really started trying to take music seriously. My first name, I had a couple different names. I actually had a couple different changes and growth through maturity, because I started music at a young age. I was probably 18, 19 when I moved here. Now I'm 25. So there's a lot of growth and maturity, and a lot of learning with how I want my branding to be. And I feel like my sound finally started to come to something that sounded like what I wanted it to. So that's why I changed my name. But I had an old name. My name was Tevin Tales. A lot of you know me by Tevin Tales. So all the Tevin Tales fans, stand up.
Hey. So, like, how long did you run with the name Tevin Tales?
I remember that for a while. I think that was like all through grade 12. Before Tevin Tales, my name was Tev.
Yes.
Because that was my real nickname.
That's
that
what
was
I
like
heard.
what my mom
That's
used to
the
call
name
me.
I
Yeah.
heard.
So you used to call me Tev. So sometimes people see me and they joke about that.
Yeah.
Tevin Tales, people still call me that till this day, which is crazy. Because I made a lot of key music when my name was that, actually. I actually put out some really good music at that stage.
Do you still have that music out?
I do on
Really,
YouTube,
eh?
but I changed the name to 94.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So you'll never know which ones were
Smart. Very
There's a
smart,
song
guys.
called Sleep, actually. That's like one of my classics. If you go type in 94 Sleep, that one was Tevin Tales. Because at the end, it'll say Tevin Tales on like the actual video.
Okay.
That track is hard.
So, tell me, what made you decide to go with 94?
The reason I wanted to go with 94 is I just, I always was very passionate person about anything that has to do with myself. So, like, I was born in 94, and I just felt like I represented that generation.
Yeah,
you know, I wanted to be the one to represent that generation because it's already a part of history. 94 is the year is forever going to be a part of history. So it's 95, so it's 96, so it's every year. So I wanted to be the one to represent the generation and call myself that, and just I already have my real name, which is Tevin.
Yeah.
Now I get to identify with the year that I was born forever, you know,
Facts.
and be something that. So when I die, they're like, this is 94. You know, this guy was born in 94. This is the representation. You know.
That's the generation.
And
chat.
I left a 6, so I'm not 100 anymore. You take when I go back to this, you please turn me back up to 100 though. Right now, I'm joking. Sometimes I just say that to be funny.
Okay, well, talk about the 6. Speaking of the 6, let's go back there. So what was going on in life back there at the 6? Like, even just to say you moved out this way, why would you choose Vancouver versus just staying in the 6?
For sure. So, I'm not actually from downtown Toronto.
Oh.
I usually just say Toronto because most people here might not know the exact name of the city where I'm from, but I'm actually from a town called Ajax.
I know where that is.
Yeah, it's right by Pickering. And I feel like that was really a strong point in developing me as a musician, but I just didn't know I was into music like that yet. I used to make beats, and my brother would come over, not come over because he would live with me, but my brother's friends would come over, and I was the youngest one, but I would make beats on my electric piano, and then they would all freestyle to it. And I just thought it was super cool how they could come up with stuff off the top of their head and make it rhyme and sound cool.
Yeah.
Like, when I started first rapping, I was horrible. At least I thought I was horrible. But I would always, when they left, rap by myself to the beats that I made and just like be like, this is dope.
Hey.
And then I actually moved to Florida. I moved a lot. So I moved to Florida before I came here. I lived there for a year. And moving there was really hard for me. I didn't have a lot of friends. I didn't know anybody. And like a lot of you know I'm a short guy. And like in the States, at my age in grade 11, everybody was like huge. Like I don't know what they eat over there, but like it was different.
It's fucking
So
different.
like the first month I had no friends. Like shit, bro, this shit was hard for me in high school. But then after a while I started becoming pretty cool. I started getting my confidence. I started like people were like, oh, you're from where Drake's from? That's what everybody kept saying. Like they don't even know what Canada is. They just know it's where Drake's from. They think we live in igloos. It's all true. They were saying all of that all the time, and I just embraced it though.
Especially out in Florida.
Yeah,
though.
I embraced it.
So, you know, they got these Florida Man challenges. I'd like to know, in your time in Florida, did you see any fucked up shit? Like how they express it?
Oh yeah. I've seen a lot of. I don't know about the challenges that you're talking about, but
So when you go online, it goes, Florida Man, you enter your birthday,
Yeah.
and then you catch some fucked up shit that happened in Florida during that time.
Really?
It's kind of well known
Wow, I
that
never seen
Florida's headlines, because you said it, there's a reason.
Because in
But-
Florida they have very lax like privacy rules on like court stories. So
Yeah.
like any criminal case can be like searched up by a reporter. So like on slow news days when nothing going on, they'll just go search it up and like just print the wildest story.
And
That's
so
how
you,
a lot of the
so
stories
you
come
catch
out.
all the nonsense.
I never seen that.
Yeah.
So out
I mean, a
here,
lot of
we've
crazy
always
stuff
believed,
happens there, though,
and a
for
lot of
sure.
our headlines that we even say on this show are based in
Pretty
with
much
Florida
Florida,
people.
yeah.
So while you were there for that year time, did you run into anything that you would say that's a story to tell?
I mean, wow. There's a number of things, but for some reason I had such a good time in Florida. All I could think about is the stories that I was creating, and it's like I don't know if I want to tell some of those because like I was pretty crazy in Florida. Like there's one story I really want to tell, but I just think it might be too explicit for the radio.
Man, just
There's no
it's
such
not- there's
thing.
no
It's
such
the
thing,
internet.
guy.
You know
It's
what?
the
I'm gonna tell
internet.
this story.
Run it.
I was
It's
out
the
of my
internet.
mind. Like, you know how I told you guys when I got there I had no friends?
Yeah.
By the end of the year, this school was like had 4,000 people at the school. And it would look like a university, like the size of it. The teachers would drive around golf carts to get around.
Wow.
That's the type. It's called Lake Brantley. Those of
Lake
you who want
Brantley.
to check it out, Lake Brantley. So at that starting year, I had no friends. By the end of the year, I was one of the most. I don't know how I just became so popular. I was hanging out with the football team, the theater kids, everywhere. I was just everywhere. I was loving the school. I feel like it brought like a different side of me out, and like this is crazy. Honestly, Mom, forgive me. Everybody, forgive me. I don't even know why I'm telling the story, but. I'm not gonna tell the story. I can't.
You really
Yo,
can't,
okay, yo, it's
I'm gonna
just,
tell you guys
It's that
this
bad,
honest.
eh?
it's just the four of us. No one else listens. It's all good. No one's gonna see.
Basically, there was this there's a shorty, and the school is really big. Like on the buildings outside, they would have buildings outside. Like you can go. You know how in Canada you go to your classroom and it's in the hallway inside.
Yeah.
You're outside, like it's sunny. There's palm trees, and you open the door to the classroom. So the buildings are infrastructed that way. There's also indoor buildings, but okay, there's this one specific building called Building 6. Sorry if I'm exposing everybody that goes there now. If this still happens, I don't know. But my boy would always tell me, bro, if you want to ever do anything with a girl,
go to Building 6.
Building 6, right? And like at this high school, they would have like campus security, like real police officers that ride around on bikes. This is like school in the States. This is how it is. They have police officers that ride around on bikes at school. So, and then they have campus security as well, and then the custodial staff, obviously, right? So there's one girl in my, sorry this is really long, but there's one girl in my biology class, and she really liked me. And like it was the last day of school, and I'm like, fuck it, you know what? We're gonna go to the bathroom. We go try out Building 6 and see what's popping. We're like, we gotta see what's going on. So as I get into the bathroom, listen to my friends, I'm like, okay, I'm excited. Like, this is dope. It's the last day of school, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
We're about to whatever. Not that, but we were, you know, like I was young, so we're just like doing our kissing thing, right?
Yeah, you're about to go to third base.
I'm trying to figure out what's next. I'm in the bathroom with my shit. I'm grade 11 here, but I know a lot of you grade 11s were doing worse. But so I'm in there, and the custodian jumps in, and he's like, he starts freaking out. He like starts running to go tell on me.
Oh, damn.
And my mom is waiting in the driveway to pick me up, and I'd already went to the car and told her, wait 1 second.
Wow, you put your mom on pause,
So
bro?
listen to what happens now. They find me because I start running. I'm like, fuck. I start running to the car. They catch me on the golf cart. And then they get my mom out of the car, bring us both into the principal's office, and tell her what I was doing.
Wow.
And why I made her wait. It was the most embarrassing day of my life. I had my t-shirt pulled up over my face the whole time. I was crying and shit, man. I was like, holy fuck. I actually couldn't. I felt so bad for disrespecting my mom like that. I couldn't even believe, like, till that day. I can't believe I told you guys the story. Don't look at me differently.
No, I ain't looking at
Florida changed me. She didn't let me go back to high school there. She like,
for real, that was it.
You're going back. I was gonna let you stay because she didn't want. I went to 5 different high schools. She didn't want to keep moving me. But she's like, you know what? You're not staying at this one either because look at what I got suspended for the first 2 weeks of high school. The next year it started, so I wouldn't have been able to go. But I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know, man. Like, I felt like that was the
young, wild, and free.
Yo, you know what? I'm not going to lie to you. There was a section of our building that was one of those, like, portable.
Same. Yeah.
So, you know, I found my secret spots.
Yeah,
for real. I think everybody.
Okay,
you
so
were in
we're
the
all-
theater?
Oh, yes. There we go.
I thought you said you were in the theater all the
we
time.
had,
She's like, no.
We had a.
So it's not just me.
There was a library.
I'm not the only one. Okay.
That the lights didn't turn on till later, and my fingers may have ended somewhere.
Anyways.
Yo,
I'm
glad.
not going to talk about that.
These are real friends.
So let's talk real quick, though, because I went into your social medias and I did notice that you do travel a lot.
I do, yeah.
So, like, what was that about? What, you have family that's in the army or something? Like, what was good? How come you were always on the go?
I don't know, man. That's a good question. We had just like a different life growing up. I guess it was a great life. My parents always provided for me, and everything was always dope. But we lived in Toronto for a bit, and then once I got to grade 10, we left, which was super sad to me because imagine growing up there my whole life, and then getting in the middle of high school, and
Having to dip
to the States, especially. Like, that's something so new to me, right? Yeah. So we went there, but then also that I wouldn't change a thing if I had to, because I loved the different experiences, the different cultures, meeting different people, challenging myself to be able to get out of my shell. I think this really made me who I am today, you know? Because I wouldn't be like this. I wouldn't feel comfortable facing new challenges, being around different people.
Coming from Ajax.
Yeah, coming from Ajax. Because it's multicultural out there, but you're not seeing so many different things. Like in the States, it's in Florida, it's a lot of Hispanic, you know, so you're around a lot of Latina and Spanish people, which is great. It's cool.
I was gonna say, wouldn't it be different? Like, you know, don't you see on TV where it's like, I don't really have a lot of friends because, or like they're like socially awkward because they've moved from place to place to place, right?
Exactly.
So it's actually kind of interesting to hear you say
that's true.
That's what made you who you are, like brought your confidence out. Because a lot of the time people, you know, create walls and are super shy and stuff. But I don't know where we're at. What I do know though is we're gonna play a quick game.
Oh, you can put this sideways.
Yeah, let's. Oh, okay.
Got everybody. Let's
Bam.
talk about it. Let's do it.
Okay, so we're gonna get you to list 3 pet peeves, They could all be like straight facts, but one of them has to be the right answer. You can't tell us yet, and we're gonna go on a line and take and guess.
Guess which one is the
Correct.
right answer.
And
Wait, I'm gonna say it in my head.
no,
No,
you're gonna tell us.
Oh.
So you're gonna list 3 pet peeves. One of them is the correct answer, and 2 of them, they can still be pet peeves, but they're not the correct answer.
Okay.
We're gonna guess them, and at the end, you'll tell us who got it right.
Okay.
And then,
For everybody who guessed right, they get to pour their shot into here, and you have to drink it.
Crazy.
You ready?
Welcome to Rum and Coke Radio.
Welcome to Rum and Coke Radio. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready. I guess I'm trying to think of pet peeves right now.
Just think of your number 1, and then 2. Make them fake, but make them like real things that people would pet peeve about.
Okay.
Now, don't let us know which one is number 1. Let each one of us say it, even our DJ, and then when we're finished, then you can.
Sounds good. Sounds
Alright.
good.
Let's do it.
So I gotta.
Okay,
This
tell
is
us.
crazy. I can't think of anything right now in my head. But so one has to be real, but you guys don't know. And the other
None
two
of
are
them,
fake.
we know none of them, but all we know is we got to guess which one is real. And the
Okay.
ones that we guess correct, we pour our shot into here, you have to drink it. So trick us.
I hate it when people are late.
Okay, late people, number 1.
I do not like it when somebody says something that they cannot do.
Ooh, don't talk shit unless you can back it up.
Just communicate.
Okay.
That's the second one. I had to
Okay,
add
so
that on there.
communicate.
And I hate negative people.
Ooh, that one's good.
This
too.
is very
Damn, this
hard.
is really,
those are good.
this is really, really good.
So you
Name them all.
negative people when people don't properly communicate, and you hate it when people. What was the first one again? There was
Whew.
talk shit.
So don't say something you can't do.
Yeah.
Negative people.
What was your
The
very
first one has escaped my brain.
Oh, people being late.
People being
late, punctuality.
Late, confused, and negative. Okay.
All right, we'll start with Alex.
I'm going to say people that say shit they can't do.
Yeah. I think it's negative people. Let's get that reflip on that track. Yeah, I think it's negative people. Yeah, negative people.
I'm gonna go with people who are late, because like if you feel that your time is very valuable, and you know what I mean. So it's like if someone's always fucking with your time, you know what I mean, and you got shit to do, you're always on the go. That's me.
Let's pass her the mic.
Ray.
Pass Ray the mic.
Honestly, I agree with you. You always right, girl. You always right. Sorry.
What is this?
I'm saying.
is
I'm
this?
saying.
This
Girl
bias.
power took
That's
over.
bias.
Girl power took over. All right, give us the right answer.
So it's actually the middle one. I actually don't like people that say things that they can't do. The reason is negative people. I don't mind being around because I'm a positive person. I feel like they need that
They need
interaction.
you.
I don't want to just
Yeah.
leave you stranded. Like I don't want
Yeah.
you to be negative your whole life.
I
I got
respect
you.
you, brother. I
Like, I'm gonna
respect
tell
you,
you you're
brother.
cool, bro. We can do this. And people that are late, we can work on that too, man. I'm not mad at you. Just don't fuck it up more than once. Then I'm gonna slap you. But other than that, it's cool.
All right, we're gonna put this one in
People
here.
that say what they can't do, just fuck. I mean, I might have done that once before, but just don't fucking do that.
I like
If you
that.
can't
I
do
like
it, don't
that.
say it. If you can't reach a deadline, don't say you can.
Me, I got it wrong.
I've been guilty of it, guys. Don't worry.
I
We all
said
have.
the late one.
Just don't do it though.
Yeah.
No, I said late.
So did I.
Oh wait, why did I get 2 shots?
Oh, I said negative. Yeah, and I lost.
So how come I got 2 shots?
Because you got your own shot. You got your own shot, and you got his shot. So
Yeah. 'cause I got it
enjoy.
right.
I got 2 shots too.
No, we already drank enough. Enjoy.
My guy said we already drank enough.
All right, we're gonna cut out now, get everything set up, and then come back with the man's last call. It's gonna be something nuts.
Last call.
Rummy Coke Radio.